we just got our 2 trees chopped down in front of our house.
And why did we do that?
Because they're known to break easily, those kind of types of trees. What are they, cottonwoods?
Sycamores.
Sycamores.
Yeah.
Anyway, and one was leaning this way towards our house, right over our bedroom, and the other one was leaning the other direction, but still, it didn't make sense to leave the other one, so we chopped them down.
Welcome back to the Abundant Harvest Homestead. I'm Papa Pepper. Thunderstorms rolled past us earlier. Things are starting to dry up, and I think we're taking down those 2 trees. I'll give you a better look at them from above, from some drone footage we shot at the end of March, and then I'll explain what we're doing and why. Basically, this sycamore tree here, those are sometimes known to break. They can get kind of weak. Right there, that one's got 1 branch left. It broke off. A lot of the green you see there is just wild grape growing up it, and it's got some branches growing out, but that thing snapped off. I'm glad it snapped off and fell before we built the root cellar and outdoor kitchen. And for some reason I parked the truck right back there. I like never park the truck there. Right now it's up in the garden. Usually it's out here somewhere. But I parked the truck there and that thing almost fell over and got it. It was crazy. So I had unloaded a load of rock from my truck. I had the truck about here, but then I had to pull another vehicle through. So I decided just to throw the truck over here. And tucked it around. This will be between my sheep pasture and my root cellar build. Look at it now. Yeah, so interesting thing, we got a big old sycamore here and it snapped off right up there. So that's gonna be about 15 feet high. It just snapped off. Dropped right here. Just missed my shelving, guys, from my root cellar. It might have maybe bent a little bit of the cross runners for them, but all things considered, wow. And imagine if I would have got that whole thing built and then it tipped the other way. That would have been horrible. So I'll follow Pinky out here. This was the only real damage we had. This tree snapping in half. And like I said, look at that. It is so close to having smashed my truck. I just spent like $1,500 getting all sorts of stuff worked on there. And if I would have lost it, boy. But I don't exactly trust them. Here we have one that's split, and half of it is leaning over my bedroom. It's where my wife and I sleep. That's not good. So the goal is to have it removed before it joins us one night in the bed. And if we just remove this one that's leaning towards the house, the wind is going to come around this other one differently, and it's going to flex it in different directions. It's one thing to remember when you're pruning a tree, especially a big tree. If you take off some branches and stuff, you change the way the wind flows around it, you change the way it flexes, and sometimes you just take off a couple branches and next windstorm comes, snaps it off. You changed it. It wasn't prepared for that. Sometimes I'll just go little bit by little bit and kind of slowly limb a tree up. If I want like more clearance underneath, let more sunlight into the understory, the forest floor, I'll take off a couple. Come back 6 months later, maybe take off a couple more. You know, make it a process rather than just chopping everything off at once. I've actually done some of that on these guys. But I can't exactly safely keep the one leaning away after I take care of the one leaning this way, because that could lead to some issues for me. I don't want issues. I want things to be successful. I want them to be good. So, got a buddy coming over here shortly, and we're gonna see if we can't take this out safely. Recently got a free load of compost. Bug is clearing that off because I might need to move some branches with that. And with some trees, you can even use the leaves, you know, as kind of fodder for the animals. A lot of people's pastures ain't doing too well right now. A lot of people's hay isn't doing too well. Last year, a lot of people had 2 or 3 cuttings. This year it ain't gonna be like that. So periodically, my animals like eating the leaves from that. There's other ones that would be better for them, and there's some that would definitely be worse for them. So I'm just happy we're able to put a greater use to it than just killing it. We'll have the wood, and then the animals can eat the leaves, which is good. It's good for them. Darling, what just happened?
We just got our 2 trees chopped down in front of our house
And why did we do that?
because they're known to break easily, those kind of types of trees. What are they, cottonwoods?
Sycamores.
Sycamores.
Yeah.
Anyway, and one was leaning this way towards our house, right over our bedroom, and the other one was leaning the other direction, but still, it didn't make sense to leave the other one. So we chopped them down. Well, we didn't specifically, but our friend did.
And how do you feel about that?
I feel a lot more at peace now.
Yeah.
That
One
when
less
the
thing to worry
wind
about in storms.
blows, hopefully, we'll be in the clear. So, feeling good.
So all went well. We were trying to be cautious and safe, intelligent about the thing, praying for safety and that God would just help everything to go well. There's a lot of these leaves. Some went to some of our animals. They're enjoying eating them. We got a big pile off in the woods though too. Let's see if I can make the right shape. Yeah, right back in there. And some of the smaller stuff was cut for firewood. Some of the longer stuff I've got there. And the big stuff is over there. That one, toss in the goat pen. The goat barn. Just toss over the fence in there. You get a couple helpers helping you. I don't know, I might have a friend of mine see if we can mill these. Sometimes with the living edge on some sycamore, people like that for good stuff with projects. We'll see. It could be worth something, could be used for something. I got them kind of off the ground right now. But the whole thing looks different here. It looks very, very different. It's going to cause our house to be warmer in the winter, I guess, but warmer in the summer too, because we just lost some major shade. But rather than having the half that was tipping this way land up over there, we thought this is going to be much better. So it hadn't tipped on it yet. We didn't want it to. Now it has no chance to. And the children are cleaning up all that. Hot day to be working out here. But like I said, something we wanted done for a while now. If you saw, back at the end of March, I took that drone footage because I knew at one point this would be removed. So I had a friend of mine capture that for us, and now we made it through. We also plan on extending that porch out about another 8 feet. So that'll help. That'll help as well. Not sure what else we'll get into, but we'll see you next time. Papa out.